So I just kind of thought, well, I don't want to live.
We're about to reveal a shocking truth that has stunned fans everywhere. After years of standing by Ellen DeGeneres through every high and low, Portia de Rossi has finally broken her silence about their highly publicized breakup. And the reality is far more complicated and heartbreaking than anyone imagined. For years, Ellen and Portia were seen as a perfect couple, admired by fans and celebrated within the LGBTQ+ community. Their love story began like something out of a fairy tale. They met in 2000 at a social event, and sparks flew instantly. Ellen was already a comedy icon and talk show host, while Portia was building a successful acting career of her own. Together, they became a powerful symbol of love, equality, and resilience. They shared their journey openly with the public, inspiring many by showing that love could overcome anything. But now, Portia is revealing that behind the scenes, their relationship was far more complicated than it appeared. According to Portia, problems began years ago, but she stayed silent to protect Ellen's public image. Sources close to her say she often felt neglected and unappreciated as Ellen became increasingly consumed by her career, especially as her talk show reached new levels of success. Ellen's focus shifted more and more toward work, leaving little time for their personal life. Portia began to feel as though she always came second to Ellen's career over time. This lack of emotional attention left her feeling isolated and unfulfilled in their marriage today as Ellen's fame grew. So did the pressure that came with maintaining a positive public image. Insiders describe Ellen as becoming more demanding, and cracks in their relationship began to show. Though difficult to fully confirm, one thing became clear. The strain of fame deeply affected their private life. In 2020, allegations of a toxic work environment on the Ellen DeGeneres show shocked fans worldwide. Ellen issued a public apology, but the damage was already done. This moment became a turning point for Portia. Watching Ellen struggle with her reputation made Portia realize how much of her own life had been spent protecting Ellen's image, often at the cost of her own happiness. Portia's revelation is not only about disappointment, it's about rediscovering herself. Friends say she had struggled for years to find her own voice while living in Ellen's shadow. Despite having her own successful acting career, she was often known simply as Ellen's wife, which left her feeling overshadowed and invisible. Eventually, Portia reached a breaking point. She realized she needed to take control of her life and prioritize her own well-being. One close friend shared, "For so long, she focused on making Ellen happy. Now it's time for Portia to focus on herself." This marks the beginning of a powerful new chapter of independence and self-discovery. As news of her confession spread, fans flooded social media with reactions. Many expressed support and admiration for her courage. One fan wrote, "It's incredibly hard being with someone whose career is larger than life. Portia deserves happiness." Others were heartbroken. "They gave us so much hope," another fan commented. "It's sad to see their story end this way." Despite mixed reactions, Portia's decision to speak out has deeply resonated with many. Insiders believe Ellen's relentless focus on her career played a major role in the collapse of their marriage. Friends of Portia say this dynamic was unsustainable for someone as introspective and grounded as she is. Ellen's priority was always her career, one friend explained. Portia supported her, but she also needed someone who would put their relationship first.
And that's what I want to talk about. Life is short.
The pressures of Hollywood have ended many relationships, and Ellen and Portia appear to be no exception. Fans are now wondering, could Ellen have done more to balance her career and her marriage? Could things have turned out differently if fame had not taken such a heavy toll? While Ellen has not made a public statement, those close to her say she has been deeply affected by Portia's revelations. After seeing Portia as her biggest supporter for so many years, hearing that she felt neglected and unhappy has shaken Ellen deeply. Insiders describe Ellen as reflecting on their relationship and questioning whether she could have handled things differently. Ellen is heartbroken, a friend shared. She knows she wasn't perfect, but she always believed Portia would stay by her side. Now, fans are watching closely to see whether Ellen will speak out or allow Portia's story to stand on its own. Meanwhile, those close to Portia say she is focused on healing and finding peace outside of Ellen's world. She has turned to friends and family for strength and support. This new chapter is about rediscovering who she is, living life on her own terms, and letting go of the past.
And at this point, I feel like I'm disappointing the whole of America, not just my mother.
You really are.
It's true. It's like, the tabloids are at me, my mother's at me. I just
Well, children are very expensive.
They are.
So that's something to think about before you jump into anything like that.
Portia's story has inspired many fans and serves as a powerful reminder that even in the most high-profile relationships, self-love and personal growth must come first. As Portia steps into this new phase of her life, one important question remains. Will she find her voice and reclaim her happiness outside of Ellen's shadow?
I appreciate it today more than ever, more than I did yesterday, and tomorrow I will appreciate it more tomorrow than today, because life is short. I have mentioned before that we taped the show in advance, and we taped yesterday's show last week. Whew.
This story teaches us important lessons about fame, love, and identity. Portia's journey of self-discovery is only just beginning, and it's clear she is ready to take control and write her own future. What do you think of Portia's brave confession? Do you believe she made the right choice by walking away? Or is there still more to the story?